Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over how I was able to generate a 3x on my clicks and impressions for this e-commerce website. So this website is 100% e-commerce on Shopify. And you can see here in the last 16 months or so, we got around 100 clicks per day or around 10,000 impressions per day. And you can see here now in February, it's around 750 clicks per day, and impressions can vary from 30k to 45k. So the way we 3x this e-commerce website was following a strategical checklist specifically for on-page SEO. So for on-page SEO, I'll get into it. I have the free file where you can download it in the link below. But before I show you guys, we focused on writing articles, news blogs, guides and tutorials, as well as fixing the meta title and the meta description, as well as adding alt text for each of the images. And all of these small increments do add up, and they later show results. So you see the results here. We started I would say maybe 12 months ago, we started around this area, started to implement more SEO stuff. And then you can see here a huge increase of paying off through SEO. So here you can see I have a Notion template where you can download it in the description below, totally free. And I broke it down into several categories. So we start with the basic and then research checklist, and then the product on-page SEO, and then followed by the category on-page SEO. And then we have the content/blog and article strategy that I use to grow my blogs. And then the last one is the tools that I use to help me grow. There are free tools and there are paid tools. So just a note for you guys that I did use Shopify for this website. I've used other platforms like Wix and Ecommerce, but I do believe that Shopify is the best for e-commerce SEO, just because there's so many different apps you can download and you can use, as well as the integration within Shopify allows you to fully immerse yourself with all the different features, from adding text to adding alt text to changing up the dimensions of the videos or images. There's so many different options when it comes to on-page SEO, especially for e-commerce with Shopify. So like I said, this is in the description below, so you guys can download it. But I'm just going to go over the different categories here. So with basic SEO, you can see obviously you want to connect it with your Google Analytics, your Google Search Console, and you want to add certain pages, for example, the About Us, the Contact, as well as the Private Policy and the Terms of Service. In the next one, the Research SEO, you can read through this. I just go over the different research tools that I go over whenever I want to make or start a new project with a new client who is in e-commerce. So for example, something like review your competitors' SEO. So this is something you need to do, especially when you are enrolling a new customer. You have to understand and you have to know the industry and who your competitors are, as well as talking about the pain points of the customer, especially when it comes to writing copy. Now we'll get into how to write copy in the tools below. But before we get there, let's go to the product on-page SEO. So here, for example, you can see the different checklists. Once you've completed something, like for example, let's say you want to change your URLs to make them more short, you just select that and it gets ticked. And now you know that you've completed this task. And you just want to go through them one by one, making sure that your website is fully optimized using all of these different strategies. So for example, a big one that I always recommend is adding an FAQ section in the product page, as well as collecting reviews. You can add structured data. And once you've checked them all, you can move on to the category section. Now, just to keep in mind, you don't have to follow this process. Like, you don't have to start from basic to research product. You can start from anywhere. So it's not 100% like a linear order. Rather, you can start anywhere you want and then optimize whatever you feel like needs optimizing. So pretty much basic stuff. For example, have the main target keyword on each collection. So for example, if you're selling headphones and you have different brands, of course you want to mention the different brands of headphones. So for example, you might have Beats, or you might have Apple, or you might have different Google products or Microsoft products. You know, you want to make sure that the actual product and the product name is mentioned in the collections page. And I'll show you guys some examples. So for example, we'll use this website for our SEO audit when it comes to the on-page SEO checklist. So we're going to be using this cooking equipment collection page as an example. And you can see here the URL. So as you can see here, the URL is not as good as I would want it. Rather, I would remove the C10550 code. It doesn't really mean anything, and it does kind of affect the SEO. Something I do like is that they have this collection feature where they feature other collections within this cooking equipment. So I'm guessing if you click, for example, this commercial pizza, so you can see the breadcrumbs where it leads from cooking equipment to commercial pizza oven. This is something that does optimize your website, especially in e-commerce. So when you scroll down, you just have products. It looks like a general website, you know, and there's nothing really wrong about it. Now in the template that I'm giving you, there's this Chrome extension that you can download, and basically it will show you all the on-page SEO when it comes to your meta title or your meta description, as well as your URL, and it will track the, you know, the characters or the index that the website is, making sure that the URL is indexed. And it shows you other metrics. For example, the keyword here is commercial pizza oven, how many words there are on this page. And this can be useful, especially for your blogs and your articles when you're doing competitor research. You can spy on your competitors, making sure that, okay, what keywords are they using, how long their text are, the description, how long is it, their URL. You can also go to break it down by the header. So here there's only one header. Usually if it's a blog article, there would be H1s, H2s, and making sure that the H1 is always the first, and then it follows by H2s. You never want to have multiple H1s on a page. Rather, you want to have one H1, which is the keyword, and then you have different sub keywords or secondary keywords. So for example, you might have, this is commercial pizza oven. You might want to have what is the best commercial pizza oven, which is a long-term keyword which can rank. And then you have different links here. You can export the links. I don't really look into these too much. Now you can use this for external linking or to see your competitors who are linking to them. This can be useful for backlink analysis or even spying on your competitors for backlinks and trying to steal them. So if you go all the way down, usually you can see here external links. So they have, these are no follow links. So no one really links back to this page, which is not a problem. But if there was like a big page or big article that a lot of people link back to, or a lot of websites link back to, you can reach out to them and try to steal their page if you write something better. But I'll save that to another video. So here you can see the images, you can export them, as well as the schema. You can read here, so go through the schema. I will make a separate video on understanding what this stuff means, if you guys are interested. And social, they have no social, and the advanced, you have to pay for this tool, I'm guessing. So back to the Notion template that I'm sending you guys. So back to the template. So back to the on-page SEO checklist. You can see here that I mentioned the breadcrumbs, I mentioned the category description, as well as all these other as well as all these different points that you should check off when it comes to your on-page SEO audit. So one of my favorites is to actually create blog articles and content for my e-commerce websites. So I mentioned a lot of things here, so you can go through them one by one. Of course, you want to set up a content plan. So there are different ways to set up content plans. I might make a separate video on that, but let's assume that you have a content plan in mind. You want to create bottom of the funnel content that drives the traffic and sales. So I found a lot of these to be useful, especially let's say you sell 10 products and you have one bestseller. You want to make a specific article just on that one product. And then those tend to have a lot of sales when it comes to, A big one is to target your keyword in the URL, the product title, the headline, and as well throughout the article. This allows you to actually rank and you become a topical authority in your industry, which helps a lot, especially when it comes to ranking. And then this will build up on other pages and as well as your product pages. And there are many different points here. So go through them, read through them, and make sure you guys do as much as possible, because all of these do work. And I've done it for my e-commerce brands. I've also done it for other clients. And they do work, guys. So after you've gone through them, you can use some of these SEO tools to help you. So when it comes to SEO tools that I use for my content, I use 3 tools. One of them is ChatGPT, which is a free version, obviously. Although I've kind of stopped using ChatGPT because a lot of people are using it and it's becoming more harder to rank, I've reverted to a platform called Reword. Reword is one of my favorite platforms to use. You know, I've talked about Reword multiple times, but Reword is probably the best when it comes to writing a personal article. It's more of a people first article, as you can see here. The best part is you can sign up for a 7-day free trial and then you can quit after that. But I do recommend using it for a few months at least, because these articles are amazing. So there's different features here. For example, you can add personal voices, you can use citations from Wikipedia or other platforms, so you know where you're getting your information from, unlike ChatGPT. You can create a number of things, for example, different quotes. You can create tables within your articles. I found this does outperform ChatGPT. They also mentioned it here, but the article quality is much better than ChatGPT. I've used ChatGPT a few times. Although I did rank, I found Reword to be a better, I found Reword to have more of a better styling than ChatGPT. Another platform like Reword is Surfer SEO. It's more expensive than Reword. Reword, I think, is $30 a month, while Surfer SEO can add up to be, I think, $50 a month. But also another alternative for Reword. One of my favorites for creating images is Midjourney, but a free version is Bing AI. In Bing AI, there's so many different things you can do. Very good images. It's gotten better over the months since this came out. And Bing AI is also a product from OpenAI. So since Microsoft Bing and OpenAI partnered together, Bing AI has the ability to actually make images, and they're very, very good. All you have to do is make an account with Microsoft Bing, and then you can have free access. While Midjourney is more of a paid version. I forgot how much it is. I do have it, and there's more customization. You can add more prompts to it, and you can I think you can you can scale the image, you can zoom in on the image. There's more customization, but once you're starting off, if you're starting off, Bing AI, I would say, is a better option just because it is free. But if you do have extra money and you want to spend on Midjourney, you can do so. And for the Chrome extensions, I use Detailed, which is a free Chrome extension. All you have to do is download it, click the link, and it will take you to this page, and just add it to your Chrome, and then it's simple. It just tracks your characters with your title, your description. It tracks your URL, making sure that it's indexed, and you can use this for spying on your competitors and seeing what keywords they're using for each page. So that's pretty much it for this video. I mean, you can grab your copy for this on-page SEO checklist specifically for e-commerce, and it's completely free. I'll leave it. It will be in the description below. It'll be the first link in the description below. So all you have to do is click on it and just download it. And you might have to install Notion if you don't know what Notion is. It's just basically like a management software. Just download Notion, and then you can copy this template, and then you can have it forever. So it'll be completely yours for free. And all I'm asking is if you can subscribe and leave a like in this video, and I will make other videos similar to this. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.